Hello and welcome to Wednesday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where we're going to be having a look at an intriguing looking creation today. I don't know, is it me or are the black lines darker than they usually are in this one? It's called Mondrian's Revenge. It's by Juho Snellman, which is a new name to me. One of the testers sent this through, actually only this morning, and said that it's absolutely fantastic. And it's some sort of, what do they call them? Deconstruction puzzles. So presumably it's 11 by 11, which it is, I think, where we're going to have to place the 3 by 3 boxes in the grid and then do some other things. I had a quick read of the rules. I couldn't find this on Logic Masters Germany, so I presume it exists somewhere, but I don't know. I don't know where. I don't know whenceforth it came, but I am very much looking forward to having a go at it in a moment or two's time. Before that, a few things to mention. I must talk about yesterday's puzzle on the channel. It's by Kaktuslav. It's proving as popular as it ought to. Look at this. This is a 9 by 9 utterly blank grid with a paragraph of rules. And that is sufficient for some of you to solve this puzzle. We've had like 3-minute times. Bearing in mind you have to construct the regions. Isn't that incredible? It's absolutely extraordinary. So it's not a difficult puzzle, although I think that's one of the cleverest things about it, is it's not trivial. Even though we've got some phenomenal brains who watch the channel, that's hence these 3-minute times. But, you know, even if you're a very, very fast solver, you'll still have to think for at least a moment before you start to solve it. And then you've still got to fill it all in. And what Kaktuslav has created there, it is an extraordinary thing and really, really worth your puzzle time. So if you haven't had a look at that, I'll try and remember to put a link to the video on the screen, but definitely have a go at the puzzle. What else? Oh, over on Patreon, we've got our monthly competition running. Do check that out. Duality 3, 19 puzzles in all. Still plenty of time left to enter. Beatrice, who won last month's competition, and I are hoping to record a video tomorrow evening. So I don't. Mark's not sent me the puzzle yet. So Mark's found a puzzle for us. So we're going to have a go at that tomorrow evening. Fingers crossed. All the recording and our solving goes well. Birthdays. Let me look at my list of birthdays. 3 birthdays to do today. B, it's your birthday. And I know this because I got an email from your best friends, Rachel and Sam, who claimed, I think probably erroneously, but this is what they claimed, that it would make your year if you got a birthday shout out. Well, I really hope that's true. I can tell you, B, that Maverick has just taken off and is about to buzz past my window, which is always a somewhat propitious thing when the birthdays happen. So, B, many happy returns. I hope there's some chocolate cake for you, and it is extremely heavily iced, of course. Next, Kelly. I think your full name is Kelisa? Or it could be Kalisa. But your husband, Eric, wrote to me, Kelly, and... I think this is something of a cuss on me. Said he hopes you and your dog Freya enjoy the Sudoku this evening while he is watching television in the other room. So obviously Eric is not such a fan of Sudoku, but Kelly, I'm delighted that you are. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a brilliant birthday today. And I hope that the chocolate cake that Eric's going to hopefully make you is very heavily iced. Next, Toby. Toby, it's your birthday today, and I know this because your friends Ellen, Annika, Yannick, Barry, and the gingerbread man from Shrek wrote to me, telling me that I think you all met in France when you had a semester abroad, and they hope that you enjoy the piñata they've made you today. So, Toby, many happy returns. I hope you also get some exceptionally well-iced chocolate cake. That's all the news. Let me check that the recording is... Oh, actually, the recording is working, but I've just realised that this puzzle takes up a lot of the screen, but I think we're okay. Let's have a look at the rules of Mondrian's Revenge by Juho Snellman. The rules are as follows. We have got place 9 non-overlapping 3 by 3 boxes in the grid. Place the digits 1 to 9 in each box. Digits may not repeat in a box, row, or column. For the avoidance of doubt, 0 is not to be entered in any cell. Okay, I wasn't planning on entering 0 in any of the cells. So this could be a box. That could be a box. We're just going to have to put 9 of these boxes in such that they don't overlap. Right, then what do we have to do? Then we've got to draw a straight vertical or horizontal line through each circle. Okay, so we're going to need the pen tool. The lines may not overlap, and there must be exactly one circle on each line. Okay, so we couldn't... Yeah, okay, let's find the line drawing tool. So you couldn't do that, because that would put 2 circles on a line. There must be exactly one circle on each line. The digit in the circle is the length of the line going through that circle. A line of length 1 covers one cell and does not leave the circle cell. Of length 2 covers 2 cells. Okay, so if this was... Let's make that a 3. If that was a 3... Oh, we couldn't go upwards because then we bash into another circle. So that, in fact, even with 3, there's a lot of different lines we could draw. We could draw that line, that line, that line, or could we draw that line as well? I think so. Yeah, okay. So there's a lot of lines we could draw. But the digit we put in the circle is the length of the line. None of the digits 1 to 9 will appear in circles the same number of times. At most, one digit may appear 0 times. Okay, so none of the digits 1 to 9 will appear in circles the same number of times. Right, so if we put 9 into a circle, this is going to be complicated, isn't it? If we put 9 into a circle 5 times, we could put no other digit into a circle 5 times. Okay, I'm not sure what that means yet. And then we've got adjacent cells marked with a white dot have consecutive digits. So there are 2 of those. So that means if this digit was a 2, this digit would be 1 or 3 to be consecutive with 2. Adjacent cells marked with a black dot indicate one digit is double the other digit. Not all possible dots are given. So okay, so if this was a 2 in the corner, this digit would either be a 4 because 4 is double 2, or a 1 because 2 is double 1. And not all dots are given is just saying that it's perfectly possible for those to be consecutive with each other. There doesn't have to be a white dot between consecutive digits. It's just in these very specific dominoes we know about the relationships between the digits in those cells because of the dots. And that is all the rules. Let us do battle with Mondrian's revenge. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now I get to play. Let's get cracking. So, well, I suspect I'm going to have to reveal some secrets to you about deconstruction puzzles and the pigeonhole principle. But let me just say, at least I can... that I know that if a digit... Okay, 0 is not to be entered into any cell. Right, so if a digit contains a circle, it's in one of these... it's in one of our 3x3 boxes, isn't it? Because then I'm going to put a digit into that cell, and that's going to be the length of the line. So the line that comes out of this cell is going to have to go... So, oh no, it could be a 1. Bother. Yeah, I think if it's a 1, it just sits in its own cell. I don't even know if the pen tool will allow me to do that, will it? Let me just see. Oh! No, well, hang on. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Okay, we're going to have to find some other way of marking a 1. So, for a 1, if you put a 1 into that cell, draw a I was wondering whether it mattered, whether it was a horizontal or a vertical line. Does it is it important? Because it's not going out of the cell, so it's not sort of blocking off other cells. I can totally see how if this was a 3 again, and it went that way, now this cell couldn't go to there. So that cell would be a small number. It would have to go either there, or just stay in its cell. But if this was a 1, yeah, I don't think the direction of the line matters, but I might be wrong about that. I don't see why it matters. Anyway, sorry, what was I thinking about? I was trying to think about the 3x3 regions, and because I'm going to have to put a number into a circle, which is going to specify the length of the line from that circle, I'm not allowed to put 0 into the cells, so I can't have a 0 length line. So I think that this is a box. I think that's what we're implicitly being told here. Yeah, it's going to get more complicated here because you can't assume that's a box, because this could be the box and then that could be a different box. There are some things we can do though, can't we? These two cells, that's got to be, these two cells are in a region, so the two cells beneath are in a region because every box is a 3x3. This... No, that's not even... Oh, hang on. What we probably can't do is put... Yeah, what I was going to say is that this cell is in a box. And even if that box started here, it would mean those 4 cells are definitely in the same box. But now this circle, it can't be in a box that isn't purple or yellow because you couldn't fit a 3x3 in. And it can't be in yellow because that would make yellow too fat. So I think it's got to be in purple, and we can draw that in. I mean, it doesn't dramatically help, but it helps a little, doesn't it? Those have got to be yellow as well. I don't know, why did I put 2 in, not the 3rd row? What is wrong with my brain? Oh, well, okay. So this one, that's got to be in it. Yeah, that's some sort of new region, isn't it? Let's use blue. Because this circle is not in the yellow region, so it must be in a 3x3, so we can take the 3 cells beneath it. But we can't bound it on its east side and claim that this circle's in a different 3x3 region to this one. You couldn't fit a 3x3 box into these 6 cells, so that's nonsense. So yeah, I wonder if that's got to be a region. There are quite a lot of circles here, Maybe if I use the pigeonhole principle, I can... Well, hang on. Those have got to be definitely in the same region. And now this one can't be in a region that isn't blue and isn't red, and blue can't reach it. It can't be in its own 3x3 region. So that is a region. Now this cell must be in a region. And that must be the same as this. And yeah, I suppose a different way of putting it is that this cell must be in a region. So that's a region. I'm actually doing okay here. This is now some new region. And those cells must be in a region. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 7 different regions. So that must be in... Yeah, there we go. So we are approximately getting this done without me needing to resort to the pigeonhole principle, because this must be a region that I haven't coloured yet. And this cell must be in a region I haven't coloured yet. And this pattern here can't be in the same region as that. And that's all 9 regions identified. So I might as well colour them. So that one I'll make my dark indigo colour. And this one I've not used, is it orange? So, oh no, I've made a mistake then. How do I get the... Oh no, that's fine. Oh, I thought I'd broken it. I couldn't see how to get both of these in. But this one... So let me just explain. Every circle now that I haven't allocated to a coloured region must join a coloured region that I have identified, because I've got 9 different colours and I'm only meant to put 9 different boxes in. So that one has to join grey. So grey must be this shape. This one can't join indigo. Indigo's finished. Grey is finished. So it has to join orange. Now these two can't be in blue, that's too far away. So those two are in purple or pink or pinkle if you prefer. And I've basically done all of them. Oh, no, okay, well, I've nearly... Ooh, do I know that's a digit? Yeah, I do. 0 is not... I was thinking about that. 0 is not to be entered into any cell. So if this was... If that had been not in a region, that could have been a 1 consecutive with a 0. But that's not allowed according to the rules. So this is a digit that's not 0. So it must be in a region, which means the blue region must be that. Now the yellow region... which is the only unfinished region, is either going there or there. Now, which one of those is correct? I don't know, but what I do want to do is to outline my regions. Yes, I don't know if that's even showing up, is it? I do think that whatever Juho has... However the puzzle has been created, the sort of borders are bigger than usual. It's quite good, actually, isn't it? I think maybe the borders I'm drawing now are very, very subtly thicker, but they might... I'm not actually sure that's true. Like, so for example, I can't see whether I think I have... It does look like I've drawn that in. Okay. So that hasn't really added to the wealth of knowledge of man, has it? Right, what do the circles mean? So the circles... Oh yeah, this is the lines, right. So we put numbers in circles. How many circles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20... 22, 24, 27, 30, 37. I don't trust that though, so I'm going to do it again. So 4, 7, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 25, 27, 31, 34, 37. Okay, so 37 looks like it's the number we're looking for. And what is it we do with this? We say... So if I put an 8 in a circle, it's not the same as the circle rule, is it? That doesn't mean I have to put 8 8s in circles. The digit in a circle is the length of the line through the circle. None of the digits 1 to 9 will appear in the certain... Oh, okay, so if I did put 8 in a circle, I could only put it once in a circle, even though it's the number 8. But okay, but no number can... You couldn't put like a 5 in 12 circles, because there are not 12 5s in the puzzle. So the cap on the number of times anything can appear in a circle is 9, because there are 9 boxes in the Sudoku. So there are 9 boxes. So there's 9 of... Right, okay, so there's 9 of any digit, but you can't repeat a number. What does it mean? At most, one digit may appear 0 times. Yes, okay, that's that. Well, Why is that there? At most, one digit may appear 0 times. Yeah, okay. So what we're being told, imagine no digit appeared 0 times. Then we would know that there ought to be a secret number of circles, wouldn't we? Because there should be 45 circles. Because let's not fixate on the actual digits we'd put in the circles, but in order to create different numbers of each digit, there are 9 different digits in Sudoku, and the cap. And if we're saying every digit did appear at least once in a circle, then there could be 1 of one digit, 2 of another digit, 3 of another digit, 4 of another digit, all the way through to 9 of the final digit. And the triangular number for 9 is 45. That's the secret of Sudoku, something I share with only my very favourite people. But of course, if you're watching this, you're definitely one of my favourite people. So what that means is, that means that we've got 37 circles. So we know that one digit is missed out. So that's because we're only allowed one digit to be missed out. So that digit is the digit. Oh no, hang on. No, hang on. It's not the digit 8, is it? Oh no, hang on. I'm getting very confused. I've done too many circles puzzles. No, what it means is... Right, okay, I've got it. There are 37 circles. Yeah, this is how to think about it. The triangular number for 8. This is weird, so it's a different secret today. The triangular number for 8 is 36. Now, what do I mean by that? That's 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. That's 36. Now, so imagine... Yeah. So we know that we haven't got at least one of every digit, because then there should be 45 circles. So we're missing out one digit. Yeah, I can see that that's the digit that appears 8 times, if you see what I mean. I keep wanting to say it's the digit 8, but that's not what I mean. In order to create the number 37 for circles, we're going to... The minimum number of circles that there could be in this puzzle is 36. Let's put, yeah, that's a better way to say it. The minimum number of circles there could be is 36, and that would be if I had 0 of one digit, 1 of another digit, 2 of another digit, 3 of another digit, all the way through to 8 of a particular digit. Now that would get to 36 circles. Now here we've got 37 circles, so we know that one of those numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 has to be increased by 1 to get to 37 without creating a duplicate. Well, the only way you can do that is to increase the 8 to a 9. And that's a very, very long-winded way of saying that the disposition of the digits in the puzzle, the frequency of the digits, is there's going to be one digit, but I don't know which one it is, which is going to appear 0 times. One digit, again, I don't know which one it is, which is going to appear once on a circle. One digit, which is going to appear twice. One digit that's going to appear 3 times. One digit 4 times. One digit 5 times. One digit 6 times. One digit 7 times. And one digit 9 times. No digit will appear 8 times in this puzzle, and that will get us to the 37 circles that we're looking for. Now, I wonder whether, for example, I think this could be a minimum. What do I mean by that? Well, every time I put any number into a circle, I have to draw. It consumes cells, doesn't it? So if I put a 5 into this circle, it consumes 5 cells of the grid. I've only got 121 cells to play with. It's an 11 by 11 grid. So it feels to me, for example, if I had a lot of 9s, I'm going to chomp through that 121 cap very quickly. So I'm wondering whether I can't. The maths is going to be terribly difficult. It's not complicated. It's just difficult to keep track of in my head, because what I'm wondering is, what's the minimum amount of this grid that will be consumed? So if I was to put, right, so the minimum would be to put no 9s in circles, and then put 9 1s. Yeah, hang on. So I'm just going to sketch this out. So if I put, so I know the frequency is, there's a digit that's appearing 0. There's a digit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Those are the frequencies of the digits. Now, if I was to put the 9 0 times, and then I'm going to start from this side. So I'm going to put the 1 9 times, a 2 7 times, a 3 6 times, a 4 5 times, a 5 4 times, a 6, a 7 and an 8. How many cells does that consume? And does it get anywhere near to 121? We're going to get 40 there, aren't we? We're going to get 40, 58, 58, 72, 81, 99. Yeah, this is sick, right? Okay, I'm really hoping I didn't just do the maths wrong, because I got 121 when I did that. This is lovely. So, right, so that would be 8, that would be 14, that would be 18, 20 I can't really represent, but I'll do it like that. 20 again, 18 cells, 14 cells, 9 cells. Now, I think these numbers might add up to 121, which would be splendid. So we get 40 there. Oh, plus another 36 is 76, 90, 104 plus 17. It's 121. That is serendipitous and beautiful, because what do we now know about the puzzle? Well, we know, I haven't actually done anything in terms of numbers yet, but we know exactly how many. It's like going to be a massive Hashi problem if you've ever done a Niccoli Hashi puzzle. It's like a bridges puzzle. Okay, so hang on. I've just put a whole load of stuff in. I just want to go back and think that through again. So what I'm saying is, yeah, okay. So we're going to probably start here with the 9, the 9 1s. 1 is always circled in the puzzle. Or it could be the 9s, because 9 is never circled. And there's 1 8 only. And a boatload of 7s. Okay, so oh, okay. Well, hang on. What is that? God, okay. There might have been some stuff we could do immediately here that might have made some of that unnecessary, but this is a 1. And the only reason for that is it can't be anything else. Now, can I draw I don't think I can draw anything through it. I'm just gonna put a a circle around the 1, just to say that that's my equivalent of drawing a vertical or horizontal line through it. So the black dot now up here, well, yeah, hang on, was this, I might have been wrong about how to approach the puzzle. That can't be a 1, but I've got to build a line out from it that's got to go south, because otherwise it would bump into this one. So this one has to go south, and it can't go very far. It could go 1, 2, it could go 4. So that digit is 2, 3, or 4, but it's on a black dot. So this digit, it can't be 1, so it's either 4, 6, 2, it could be 2, it could go backwards, it could be a 4, then a 2 underneath it. Okay. Yeah, but for example, one of these cells, no, that one's better. One of these cells has to be a circled 1 because we have deduced. Let me try and summarize. I'm sure you've all understood what I did there, but I basically said, I worked out how many of the digits there were, the disposition of the frequencies, and then I wondered whether we were going to be limited to what I'll call a minimum, i.e. making those frequencies happen with the most common digit in a circle being the smallest number, so it would consume the least space. And that's what we discovered. We discovered that basically every single cell in this puzzle has to be reached by a line from a circle. But more than that, we worked out that 9 was always circled. So one of these has to be circled. One of these has to be a circled 1, and that can't be a circled 1. So that is a circled 1. That doesn't necessarily give us this one. Oh, no, that's lovely. Where's the circled 1 in yellow? And I don't know where yellow goes, but I know that wherever it goes, its only circles are in these puzzles. So that's got to be a circle 1. So the circle 1 in green is in one of 3 places. The circle 1 in red is in one of 3 places. Circle 1 in Pinkle is in one of 3 places, probably. Okay. No, I don't know what this means. So, okay, so I meant to draw lines around these to say that those aren't going to go anywhere. Yeah, okay, that's lovely. So what goes there? Something in this grid. I've got to draw a line through a circle that gets to that cell. It's going to be that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is an 8, and it's got to go north. And that's the only 8 in the puzzle that's circled. So now, because there was only one of those, there were no 9s circled and 1 8 circled. So now, all 9s and all 8s in the puzzle all 9s and all 8s are uncircled in the rest of the puzzle. Which actually, it's not that easy. I was wondering if I should change tack and try and identify cells that were hard to reach, because now we know we've got to build a sort of lattice in the grid. Mondrian's Revenge, indeed. Maybe I should have used more. It's normally red and is it red and yellow? Mondrian's paintings. I think it is. Aren't they all called things like red and yellow number 25 and things? But yeah, the grid is going to be filled with a lattice that covers every cell. So I was thinking, okay, is that cell hard to get to? But it's not actually. You could get to it from that one or that one. Oh, I've got a horrible feeling that I'm now going to have to go. Yeah, like look at this cell. That cell. Well, it's 1, 2, or 3, because it can be a maximum of 3. That one can be a maximum of 2. It could only either be itself or go downwards. But that could be 1, 2. That could be a 5. Oh no, that one could be a 4. It could go there. That one can only be 1 or 2. Oh no, see that one? That's ridiculous. It could go right to the corner. Oh, this one can be 1, 2, or 3. It can only go sort of in a vertical dimension. Oh, golly gosh. Okay. I don't know what to do. I'm also, I don't like the fact I don't know where the yellow region goes. How am I meant to know that? I don't think there's anything we can do with that. I might be wrong. Okay, let's take stock again. So what do we have to do? We've got to fill the entirety of the rest of the grid with 2 7s. So 7 might be hard to put in. Could that be a 7? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that could be it. So both of the ones in the top row could be a 7 going horizontally. I don't think any of the ones in row 2 could be a 7. I don't think they've got the space. Oh, look at this one. This horrendous one here. That could be a 7. This one. That one. No, that's a 1 already, Simon. Oh, goodness. No, that could only be a 6 vertically. That one. Oh, that one could be a massive. Look, it can go right across there. That one could be a. Oh goodness. Okay, so sevens are not restricted at all. 7s are very easy to put in the grid, which is somewhat disconcerting. So there's got to be 2 7s, 3 6s, 4 5s, 5 4s, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oh, I feel like we've had a good start. Often with the puzzles that we do on the channel, we might not get off to a good start, but I feel like I've actually had a good start to this one. I sort of feel like I've peeled a couple of layers of the onion without it being too dreadful of me in terms of not spotting things, but now I'm not spotting what I need to spot next. Can I do better with 1s? I've got 3. There's one of those. Oh, one of those is a 1. So if it was this one how do I show you? If it was this one, if that one was a 1, then something would have to get here, and I think that would have to be this one. This would have to be a 4, and then if that was a 4, something would have to get here, but that could be one of those two, so that's fine. Oh, I tell you something. There's an 8, 9 pair in this row. I was going to call it row 8, but that's actually not true, is it? I suppose it's row 10 in the puzzle. But we know 8 and 9 aren't circled anymore, but that's a complete row. There are 9 digits in that row, so those have got to be 8 and 9. And actually, okay, so that means one of these is a 7. Well, it's not that one. Oh, it could be this one. It can't be that one. That's not 7. Oh, please don't let it be able to be that one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it can be that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one. This one could be 8, actually. I mean, it can't be 8 because there's no more 8 circled. But that could have been 8. That one can't be 7. So 7 in this row is either here or here. Yeah, but that's something, actually, because we can ask the same question, I think, of 6. That one can't be... no, it can't. That is only 5. And that's only 5. So in this row, where all the digits need to appear, including a circled 6 and a circled 7, I think that could be circled 6 or circled 7, and that could be circled 6 or circled 7. So this is a 6-7 pair. And those are both very vertical, aren't they? So we could... So even if this is a 6, it must go up 5, even if we don't know whether it goes to this cell or not. But it's got to go up 5. And that one's the same sort of principle. So now... Oh, that's distressing, isn't it? Oh dear, oh dear. So I was thinking that was going to do something. But then it's not done. Oh, I don't know. Is that doing something? It probably is. I can't see it. Let's work out the rest of these. We've still got to put a 5 into one of them as well, but I think 5 is far more flexible. Unfortunately. Oh, I've just spotted something good though. Where's 1 in this row? That's a 9-cell row. There's got to be a 1 in it. And 1, wherever it... Because all 9 1s in this puzzle are meant to be in a circle, and this can't be circled. I've got to circle that. I don't believe it. So that hasn't actually... Okay, that's... Yeah, that's done. That has done us a favour, actually, though, in terms of this cell, I think. That cell now can't be... It's sort of been corralled. It can't be got by this one. It can't be got by these two, because there's a wall now. So it's got to be got by that one. And that's going to make that 5. And that's got to go up. And now... I'm gonna fully pencil mark these 2 cells. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One of them is a 4, but both could be, I think. Oh, I don't know then. Okay. How do we make more progress? There might be more possibilities with 1s. How are we going to think about that in a better way? That cell can't be a 1. I hadn't noticed that. Wow, I don't know. What on earth are you meant to do with this? Oh, I see. That can't be a 3 anymore because there's not enough space for it. Yeah, it's probably going to be... We're going to have to think about how these longer lines impact... impact the circles around them. That's now 1, 2 pair, apparently. So this is not a 2 anymore. So it's a 3 or a 4. But that means it's got to go vertically, doesn't it? That's going to trap this in, I think. That feels right, doesn't it? Because, I mean, this is 3 or 4. I don't know where it goes, but it's got to go at least there. This is now trapped in, so that's a 1, that's a 2. The 2 is going to have to go down. That's going to stop this one from being a 4 because it now can't go to this cell. So that's now 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, but like cells like this, they could be got by that one or that one. Oh, but 2 comes out of these two, look, so that might do something. 1. Okay, 1 in this row is now in this domino, which means this isn't a 1. Yeah, okay, so there is now definitely a 1 in one of these 3 cells. That's a weird law of leftovers type point. Let me try and explain that. If we look, this comes up a lot in deconstruction puzzles, but look at those cells that I've just outlined. Let me just sort of flash them on and off. Clearly that's 3 3x3 boxes. So there are 3 1s in that set of digits. But we know in this row there's a 1, and in this row there's a 1 from this pencil mark. So there must be only 1 1 left over in these 3 cells, or these 3 triomino stretches. But we know there's no 1 here because there's already a 1 in red. We know there's no 1 here because there's a 1 pencil mark there. So there must be a 1 in one of those 3. Unfortunately, I don't know which one it is, but that's still true. So this is at least a 2 now, but again, I don't know. I mean, maybe everyone watching does know which way these go, but it's not obvious to me how we're going to work this out, actually. Oh, I've just spotted something very obvious and very important, I think. Look at this one. Well, specifically, actually, look at this cell. What gets there? It's not got a horizontal thing that can reach it. So it must be reached by this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's at least a 5. It's not a 5, actually. So that's at least a 6 now. And we know it can't be more than 7 because it's not allowed to be. So we've got to go up there. Now, I was going to do that, but that's not valid, is it? Because I could go down to extend this line. Oh dear, I've broken it. Oh no, I haven't. This is really, it's very difficult. It's very easy to make a mistake here. Look at this cell. I was thinking, what gets to that? But of course, this line is extendable. So that line now is at least a 6. But that doesn't actually tell us whether it's 6 or 7. What gets to this cell? Oh, yeah, what gets to these 2 cells? That's got to come from this. So that's at least a 3. So that's 3. I mean, I'm going to do a terrible, terrible thing here. 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, presumably. If it was sort of that shape. And then that could be a 3. I think that might be possible. So yeah, this is good. This is very good. I now know I can use the law of leftovers to tell me how yellow finishes, I think. Because let's use this same trick again that we've just been doing down in the bottom few rows with grey, green and red. Let's do it instead on yellow, blue and red. Now again, yellow, wherever it goes, is going to be a whole box of the Sudoku. Blue is a whole box, red is a whole box. So there's 3 of every digit in yellow, blue and red. But look, this is a complete... There's 9 cells in column 9, it'll be. 9 cells there. So that's 1 of every digit. There's 9 cells here. So that's 1 of every digit. So in what's left over from yellow, blue and red, there's 1 set of every there's 1 of every digit. And that's either going to be these cells, and that's what I want to first look at. Let's imagine it was those cells. These ones I've sort of made indigo. Where would you put that digit, this digit here, in that sequence. So if yellow came to these cells, where would you put this digit in? It must appear in one of those 9 cells, and it couldn't by Sudoku. It's not a 1, 2, or an 8, it's a 6 or a 7. So it couldn't. So that's telling us where yellow goes. Yellow goes there, and this digit is going to appear in those cells, and that is lovely. Yeah, this could be 8 though. So we don't. If this is 9, then there would also be a 9 up here, but we don't know about that. But yellow's okay. So yellow's finished now. That's great news, he says. What can get to that cell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this one is out of range for this circle, even if it's a 7. So this cell can only be reached from this one. So that's going horizontally, and it is not a 1. So 1 is in one of these two. That's at least a 2. Oh, bother, I don't know. I don't know what to do again. Oh dear. That's not a 1, that's at least a 2. In fact, well, all 3 of those are at least 2s. What about that one? No, see, that one doesn't. I was going to say, does it have to go up here? But it doesn't, because this one could go down and pick up those cells. Wow. It's not that easy, this, you know. Ah, no, I was about to say what gets this cell, but that could be that one or that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one has to extend, but it might only be a 6. So we can't say it's going to this cell necessarily. That one could come to this cell. Wow. It's clever, isn't it? It's not, I don't think it's very easy. It's funny because it felt like it might get easy, but it's definitely not. Or at least not for me. Okay, maybe I've got to be more diligent about pencil marking. I mean, okay, let's look at that one. That is a bit restricted, actually, isn't it? It can't be 1 from my pencil mark. It could be... No, it could be 4. No, it could be 4. No, actually, I'm not having that. The only way this could be 4 is if it stretches to here, and I'm realising that if it did that, what would get to this cell? In fact, yeah, what gets to this cell? It must be that one. It's the only one that can see it. Ah, I didn't see that, look. So now this is not 4, it's 2 or 3. This is definitely coming downwards, so it's not going to this cell. Oh, but that could be got by either again. I don't believe it. And that is why I fail. And that could be a big number. That could be as high as 5. So, okay, I'm going to pencil mark it 2, 3, 4, or 5. This one, 2, 3, 4, that could be 5 again. That's 2, 3, 4, or 5. So, okay, so if they were 2 and 4, they would be 3 and 5. If that's a black dot 2, 4 pair. That digit is not... That can't be bigger than 4, that one. Ah, hang on. This one and this one. Hang on, have I missed a point here? I think I might have done. Maybe box 1 was where I was meant to start this. What about this cell? 1, 2, 3. That can't be bigger than... hang on, it can't even be 4. Because it can't go round the corner. We can't make Tetris shapes. So that's 1, 2, or 3. This one, it can't bump into this because we know that's coming down here. So this one is 1, 2, or 3 as well. Right, this is good. This is good, because look at box 1 now. I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple in circles. So this cell is not 2 or 4, it's 6 or 8, which means this is no longer a 2, because 2 cannot attach to 4 or 8, or 6 or 8 across the black dot. We need one digit to be double the other. So this is 3 or 4, which means it grows. It definitely grows, and no, that doesn't affect that one. No, it doesn't affect that one. Oh dear. What about that one? Oh, yeah. So this circle now is not 1, 2, 3, or 4. So that's at least a 5, and we know it can't be bigger than 7, but it's got to go horizontally now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's forced. It could be long enough to go all the way to that cell, possibly. So that feels like, well, again, it feels like it might be an important point. But I don't know. Wow. And there's nothing to know, is there, about cells that are not, if they're not circled, you can do Sudoku with them, but you can't really do anything else. So, so I'm not sure what to make of that. Wow, I don't even really know where to look. Okay, here's a small point. What gets to this cell? That's got no horizontal availability, so it must be the one above it, look. So that's a forced segment. This is now at least a 4, so it's 4, 5, 6. I think, again, that could be a 7, if it sort of spans the circle, Massieu style. Okay, and if this is coming down... Right, this is a 2, apparently. Is that right? It can't be a 3 anymore, so that's got to be a 2, I think. I don't know which way it goes, but it's got to be a 2. Nearly a good point. I was going to say, where's 2 in row... I don't even know. I was going to call it row 8. It's just not row 8, is it? What is it? Row 9. Where's 2 in this row? There are 9 coloured cells in this row, so it's got to be a 2 in it somewhere. And it's not in grey, and it's not in red, and it's not that. So it's in one of these 2, which does actually mean this cell is a 1. And that's great and all, but it's... Oh, no, it makes this a 3. That's better. That's a better deduction, because that can't go vertical. So that's got to go horizontal. That means that this 3 or 4 has to go up a little bit. So can this still be 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it can't. It can only be a maximum of 6. But this digit... I mean, if that's a 2... Oh, wait. Well, I don't know what this is, but it definitely goes down, because nothing can get to this cell now, because this one is sort of its own cell, isn't it, only? Oh, you know what? This circle might be the key, because that now can't be 1, 2, or 3. That's a minimum of 4. It can't be 5, so it's at least... Well, it's a maximum of 6. It can't be 7. There's not enough space. But it is at least 4. So it's going all the way along there. Yeah, it could go in the corner, couldn't it? No, it could go here. Of course, if it's a 6, it would go here. So, but what? Yeah, this one is a 1. It can't be 3 anymore, because now it's been forced to go vertically. Well, it's always been forced to go vertically, but it can't take this cell. So that is now a 1, which we can put a circle around. This cell needs to be visited somehow, so it's being visited from above. But this one, that could be got by that one. Ah! What a brilliant puzzle this is. It's just fantastic. How long have I had? Oh, I'm coming up for an hour. That has flown by. That's important. This cell is at least a 3. Okay, I'm just going to... How big could it be? Maybe it could be 6. But the point is, because it's at least a 3, it can't go horizontally. That's got to go vertically. Oh, my goodness, that's a Protoss-esque shank. I wouldn't, of course, kill the Protoss. They'd still win. But never mind. Now, what about... It's not going to be something like how many 2s we've got to put in circles, is it? Because I'm now noticing I haven't put a 2 in a circle in 2 boxes. How many 2s was I meant to put in circles? I was meant to put 7. I was meant to put 7 2s in circles. 9? All 9 1s were going in circles. There wasn't 8 of any one digit, so 8 was irrelevant. So the next digit I was having to put in was 2 7 times. And 2 is not in orange in a circle, it's not in light blue in a circle. So in every other box of the puzzle, 2 is circled. Well, in this box, it's got to go here. And that's going to be good, because this cell now must be reached from there, which makes this 3. That's at least a 5. It's 5 or 6, and it's definitely doing this. Actually, that's not going to do it, is it? I was hoping that was going to be really profound. No, it's a little... No. Or it's a little bit profound. Because now this cell, how do we get to that cell? That's got to be reached from below. Oh, yeah. Look at this little circle. This has been beautifully set. It really has. Because this digit, or that cell, I should say, how are we getting to that? The answer is there's only one way, and that's from above. And now this is a length 7 line. So that is a 7, which doesn't tell me what this is. It tells me this is a 4-6 pair. This is sort of the end of the line. So that thing's got... again, it could be got by 2 different thingies. This could be got by 2 different thingies. Ooh, I've had a thought. 3 and 7 are in these cells in our extra region. Do you remember our yellow, blue, and red? These cells are the digits 1 to 9 once each. So the 3 and the 7 in that are in yellow. That means that it's not possible for this to be a 2-3 pair. So one of those is at least a 4. One of them is a 2. Because we said that we've got to have a circle 2 in every box that isn't orange or blue. So one of these is a 2. And one of them is at least a 4. And the 4 is going to have to go horizontally. And that can't be a 4. I mean, I'm not saying it is limited to a 4, but it can't be a 3. That's absolutely gorgeous, I think. If this was... Okay, the way to think about it is if this wasn't 2, it can't be 3, so it's a 4, it can't go vertical, have to go horizontal, would bump into this line. But why? Oh, no, that's right, because this line was that long because of the 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple in box 1. So this has to be 2. This has to be at least 4 now, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7. But it's not 7 for many reasons. It's not 6. So it's 4 or 5. So it's going at least that way. Oh, that's capped this one. This one's forced. That's got to be a 5 now. Can't grow anymore. So, what does that mean? I don't know yet. Do I know which way this 2 goes? If it goes that way or that way? Oh, this digit is not available for the 2 now. So that must be attaching. This is just gorgeous, isn't it, the way this has been set? That's now at least a 6 or a 7. How many 6s and 7s have I got? I'm only allowed to have 2 7s, aren't I? Or have I got that wrong? Yeah, no, I haven't. 1 8 and 2 7s. 1, 8 is there. I've got a 7 there. I've got a 7 again in this row, in this 6, 7 pair. That can't be 7. There would be too many circled 7s. So that's a 6, and that's finished. So this 2 has to go horizontally in order to pick up this cell. So this cell has to be got by that one. So this one is at least a 3. So it's 3, 4. It can't be 5 by Sudoku. 3, 4, or 6. Maybe. It's not got the room to be 6. 3 or 4. 3 or 4. Okay. This is a 6. And this is a 5. And I've got to circle a 2 in this box, so it's in one of those 3 cells. I've got, it's not this one actually, because I do need to put a 2 in row 2, and I do need to put a 2 in row 3. They are both complete rows of the deconstruction. And I've already got 1, 2 in yellow, so there must be a 2 in purple, which must be circled, and there must be a 2 in green, which must be circled. So this is not a 2. So this is now a 1, 2 pair in purple. That means this digit is at least a 3. So it's 3, 4, or 6. Can't be 5. Now which way does it go? And I don't believe it. I can't tell. It could go up if it's a 3. I mean, if it was a 6, it would have to go there, and that would sort out so much jiggery pokery. Oh, this digit's restricted now because of this one going upwards. That's a maximum of 3. Which, I mean, you think that would do something. I don't think it does. Can that be a 4? That would be a 2. That would be a 3. This would be a 1, 2 pair. That would be deadly. Which is probably impossible, but that's uniqueness, so I'm not going to think about that. What should we... I've got a 4, 6 pair looking at that cell. That's not what we wanted. Therefore, this is a... that might be good for this one. This has become a 4. No. That's just the worst thing ever. I don't know which way this 3 goes. All options seem to be on the table. Oh, wait a minute. That's been... How has that got trapped in? Oh, I didn't see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 6. That's probably been available for ages. That's a 7, therefore. So this is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not making any references to memes. That 3 now goes vertical. So this has to go sideways because it's at least a 4. And therefore it is a 4. And this is a 4 and can't go to its left anymore. So that, whoopsie, so that does that. I've done a great amount of packing now. Look at this column and to the east of it. Haven't I done everything? I think I have. That feels like progress. Yeah, look, 4 is looking at that cell now. So where's the 4 in box 1? It's there, which means that's an 8 across the dot. But much more important, surely, is that we go up. So this goes horizontal. That's going to stop, though. This could never be a 7 because we worked out we'd had our 2 7s. But it could still probably be 6. This 4 is complete. This 1 and this 2. One of them is going to be just staying where it is, and the other will have to be horizontal. Now, what does that mean? I haven't got a clue. Wow, how does this still... Is it okay? Maybe it's this one then, because this has got a lot less room than it once had. That's got to be 3 or 4. It's either staying the same as it is, or it's taking this cell. This is either 3 or 4. So these, I see. So these are a 3-4 pair, and together they will consume those 7 cells. So I hadn't finished the packing because I hadn't done this cell. That's a shame, isn't it? Naughty Simon. Okay. So I can see 7 in red. It's got to be in one of 2 places. Wow. Okay. What could have got to this cell? How long has that been sitting? Oh, it was originally that one, but which was stopped by this one. So this is definitely on this line. So this is not a 3 anymore. It can't be a 6 because it will force both of those to be a 1. So that is a 4 or a 5. Okay. That's great. What do we do with that? I don't know. It could be. It's not going to be some sort of law of leftovers trickery, is it? I'm looking around trying to spot something that would help me there. I almost feel like this is going to be important because it's going to resolve this 3-4 pair and tell me how to finally pack the right-hand side. Obviously, is there some reason that this cell... What about this? Which direction is that going? Do we know anything about it? I don't think we do. Famous last words. I'm not sure. Or, have I got all the 1s in the puzzle? No, I haven't, have I? Because I haven't done this. There's a 1 in one of those and a 1 in one of these. Oh, there's a 1 in this column. That's got 9 cells in it. And that's got to be in this domino. So this is not a 1. So that's 2 or 3, which... I mean, it means it's vertical. But I don't know which direction it goes. Oh, there's a 3 in one of these. There's a 1, 2, 3 triple. Ah, hang on. There's a 1, 2, 3 triple in row 3. And the 3 in this triple is in the left-hand side. So this digit is a 1 or a 2. I've now got a 1, 2 pair in row 2. If this was 3, this would be 2. The 3 would go down there. This would be 2. This would be 2. And nothing could reach this cell. Golly, that's complicated. I wonder if there's a different way of seeing that. I don't think this can be 3 because this cell can't get visited. Or, hang on. Yeah, this has to come to there, doesn't it? I hadn't appreciated that, but that is definitely true. And now it's not too difficult to see that point. If this is 3, this is 2, this is 1, and nothing gets here. So that's definitely not 3. Oh, that's weird, though, because that is a deadly pattern on 1s and 2s. I don't know how that's going to get resolved, but that's become a 3. So how does that work? It depends. It depends whether this goes to this cell or not, who knows how I'm meant to know whether it does. Is it something to do with 2s? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got approximately 6 2s placed. I have to put a 2 in this column, and I can see that that's in one of those 2 cells. But is that enough? I've got to put a 2 in. Oh, nearly. That was nearly a good thought. I've got to put a 2 in this column. And that's going to have to go in one of those 2 cells. I know this box. Oh, yeah, that's an interesting thought. There we go. There we go. Got something. This is a 2, and that's going to do some things. Yeah, because this box, remember, it has to have a circle 2 in it, which is now not this cell. So one of these is a circle 2, but this is already gone 3 cells, so it's not that one. So this must be a circle 2. That stops it going to here. This can't be reached by this, which is a maximum. So this is at least a 3 and is going vertical to get to that cell. But what could it be? 3, 4. It could be up to 6, although I don't know how many 6s I've had now. Because how many 6s was I allowed? I was allowed 2 7s and 3 6s, wasn't I? So how many 6s have we had? 1, 2. I'm allowed 1 more. And where I've got, well, let me put that a different way. I have to have 1 more. I have to have 1 more. But there's actually loads of options. I've got 1, 2, 3 possibilities for that final 6. Golly, so is it going to be about counting 5s or something? It could be, couldn't it? So there's 3 6s. There's meant to be 4 5s in circles. 1, 2. Well, that's great if that's right. Because, hang on, it would be a bad thing to get this wrong. It would be a terrible thing. My logic correct there? There's 1 8, 2 7s, 3 6s, 4 5s in circles. 1, 2. The pencil marks are ruling it out of many other places. So I think that has to be a 5, and I think one of these has to be a 5. One of those is a 5, but this is a 5. That's pushing it up here, so that's... Oh, I thought that was going to break the... No, that's okay. It doesn't break the deadly pattern, because now this has to be a 1. It can't be anything else. So that's a 2. That 2 has to poke there. This is now 1 by Sudoku. This is a 2, but this 2 can go down. That is incredible. So this is now, we know this is at least a 3, so it's coming down to this cell. We know one of these is a 5. I've got a 4 here, which I hadn't seen. So this is a 3. So now this is a 4. So it's got to go down again. It's at least a 4, I should specify. Now this 3 means this digit, that's going to do it. This cell has to be reached, and the only thing that can get it is that. So that's a 3, that's a horizontal 3. I hope this is going to be right. This is now forced to be a 4. This is forced to be a 5, because we needed a 5, which puts it down there. And we can still get to the corner if this cell is a 6. And that being a 3 makes this a 4 and this a 3, which plonks that up there. And it's not impossible. We have Mondrian'd this grid to within an inch of its life. I think everything's got a thing in it. So we're just left with Sudoku. That's literally what we're left with, isn't it? There's nothing else we can do. Okay. That's okay. Well, that gives us a 4 here. So 4 is in one of these 2 cells by... What's the 5, 7, 9 to those cells? And that's definitely not a 5. Okay. I'm unsure about how to approach this. Is it, maybe we could, twos, yes. I was going to say, maybe I could do something with twos. Surely I can. I must put a 2 in this row. It's got to go there now. Can't go anywhere else. So how many 2s have we put in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the 2s are done. Let's try 3s. Oh, it's really difficult to see them. 1, 2. I haven't put a 3 up here. I must put a 3 in this row. Yeah, that's totally fine, isn't it? But because I know there's a 3 in that triple because of the extra region that we sort of worked out existed before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got to put a 3 into this row, which is in one of these 2 cells. Apparently that is not resolved, which is quite extraordinary. And I've got to put a 3 into this row, but that is resolved. It's got to go there. How is that not? How is it not? Oh, I see. No, I can do it because I need to put a 3 into this column. That's how to think about it. And that has to go there. So I think all the 3s are done. So from here, what should we say? What are those digits in red that we've got left to place? 5, 7, 9. Let's just pencil mark that in case it helps us. Okay, let's try 4s. I do have quite a lot of information about 4s. But maybe not quite enough. Wow. Okay, sorry. Maybe that's not what we're meant to do. Okay, here's a subtle point. I don't know if it's useful, but I'll make it. Remember there's this extra region in these cells. That's got to have a 4 in it. So the 4 is in one of these 3 cells, but not that bottom one. I don't know if it can go on this white dot. This would have to be a 5. Unfortunately, that might be possible. We've got another white dot there, haven't we, that's sort of been a bit obscured, I've never thought about. It's got to have, it's got to have an odd digit on it. That looks to me like it's going to have to be 5 or 9. Can't be 1, 3 or 7. If it's 5, it's got to be there, and this would be 4 or 6 bobbins. And if it's 9, it would have to be a 9-8 pair. Which is probably all right, isn't it? 6. Bother, sorry. So how do we... Okay, let's try this column. That needs 7, 8, and 9 to finish it. Yeah, okay. Look at row 2 and 3. You can see row 2 and row 3 are both 9-cell regions, if you like, which means there's an extra region, which is these 3, and these 3. Now, in those triominoes, I've got the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the rest of them are 7, 8, and 9 in order that they have one of each, which means this digit is 7, 8, or 9. It's not 8. And this digit is 7, 8, or 9, and it's not 7. And now I get to place 6 in purple, of all things. That helps me with my dot here. That can't be 8, 9 anymore, because if it has 9 on it, it'll have 8 on it. That will break this cell. So this is 5. This is 4 by Sudoku. These digits are now... This is going to give me this digit, isn't it? 5 in this row. We can place it. Okay, that's lovely. It's a bit difficult to see anything, but you'll have to forgive me for that. This is 6, 8, 9. Now we can probably do better. Oh no, hang on. How can we not do better than that? This is 4. That's not 4. That's 6, 8, 9. So 4 in this column has been available for a while, I think. I just didn't see it. And there's probably more law of leftover stuff going on. Let's have a look at this stuff. So this and those are an extra region. So we've got to put 6, 7, 8, 9 into those. I think, oh, so that can't be 4 in that case. Yeah, so sorry, just to make sure that everyone's on the same page. So these cells, let me try and flash them on and off in a colour we haven't got in there already. That's 2 complete rows. These are 3 complete boxes. So to equalise things, these cells are an extra region. So this can't be a 4, it would appear twice in that extra region. So that's a 4, that's on the dot. So it can't go next to 3, so that's 5. Wow, okay, I thought that was going to really open things up, but apparently not. So we need 7, 8, and 9 in this column. Goodness. Okay, we're still not there. But we're probably... maybe we're not a million miles away now. What? How long is it's going to be? An hour and a half, isn't it? It's going to be an hour and a half, but that's unsurprising, I think. This is quite a difficult puzzle. 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe I'll come back to the extra region here. So what are we comparing? We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 are in it. So 5, 6, 7, 9 is what we're looking for. So this is not 5. So that is 6, 7, 9. This is not 5. That is 6, 7, 9. So the 5 has to be there. And now that seems to have to be 7 by our pencil marking, which makes this a 9 over here. Therefore, this 5 and 7 get resolved using this 5 over on this side of the grid. This is not 7. So this row needs 8 and 9. This row, oh, that's not 8 anymore. Oh, that's a 9. That's lovely. That is lovely. 9, 7, 8 go in. 8 goes here. 9, 7, 8 go in. Let's try and use our pencil marks. Now, what does this row need? 6. What does this column need? 7, I think. There's a 6, 9 pair in this row, so we haven't put 7 in. This is an 8 now by Sudoku. This is a 6 or a 9. I don't know which. 6, 9 pair here makes this 8, this 9. Come on, Simon. This is not 9. There's a 9 in its column already. So what do we need in this column then? 6, 7, 8. That's 6 or 8, so we can place the 7 in the column. These digits have got to be 6, 8, 9. 6 I can place. It's got to be there using the 6 at the top of the grid. So that becomes 8. Oh, I've got a 6, 9 deadly pattern now. Oh no, the 6, 9 deadly pattern is resolved. 6, 9, 9, 6. I mean, the fact this is still working suggests that could be the... Oh no, it's still not finished. Suggests that could be correct. That's... yes. Oh, not many solves. That is fantastic. What a puzzle that is. Juho Snellman, take a bow. That is phenomenal. My goodness. I love the fact that you could do thinking about it sort of first. I do have a real love for sort of meta deductions. And goodness me, it was a stiff, hashy puzzle, even after you get the sort of meta break-ins. It's brilliant. It is a beautiful, brilliant puzzle. Loved it. Mondrian's Revenge indeed. Let me know in the comments how you got on with the puzzle. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.